Absolutely. So let's back it up real quickly. We've all seen that during the quarantine, the shelter in place, one of the big social media stars has been Mike Tyson. He's gotten in shape. He's looking really good. He's getting back into fighting shape. And there's been rumors floating around that he's going to make a comeback. So you and I are friends with somebody in the city of Houston that has a little history with Mike Tyson. And I saw him post something that was a little interesting. I thought he was joking, okay? But then we reached out to him, and it is for real. So big news coming in today.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, weighing in at 227 pounds, the former heavyweight champion of the world. I guessed on your weight, Lou Savarese. What's up, Lou?
Not much, guys. It's so much fun, man. Old school, being back with my good friends. It's exciting.
So, okay, Lou, I'm going to let you kind of say what you want to say, but if I'm understanding correctly, you're not against the idea of getting back in the ring 20 years after you fought Mike Tyson?
It seems ludicrous. I don't know if it was, at first blush, and, I don't know if it was the pandemic, but, everybody's talking about coming back. I think Tyson was the lead guy. I saw James Toney. He's a biscuit away from probably 250 pounds. I saw Holyfield. I saw Shannon Briggs, and that seems to be the front runner right now, Shannon Briggs and Tyson, but, I would love it. I stay in shape. I'm a nut. I always training and always staying in shape. So I don't really have this. I still spar with all the guys at the gym downtown. I was there this morning. So I would love to do it. I mean, it'd be a dream of mine. I mean, obviously I have, no harsh feelings. I love Mike. I talk to him once in a while, but I wish there was a fair playing ground. He had some issues before the fight, and he admitted to documented. He admitted to doing cocaine before the fight. So I'd like to have a fair playing field. But he's such a great finisher too. But I would just love to get back in there with him.
Well, Lou, I think you have to look right at the camera, man, and we have to make this internet official. I guess we're now your promoters, so you have to look in the camera and say, "I'm officially challenging Mike Tyson for a rematch."
Tyson, you're going down. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I come in and I step into reality. All right, Lou, you're my friend. Okay, and I know you were a great champion, and you can probably still fight anybody you want. I feel like Mike Tyson's a different kind of animal, man. Like that's it's just
a good point. Is and Foreman. I'll let Foreman. You don't lose your power. Tyson's still punching hard. Obviously, just like the first fight, I have to get him. I stay in great shape. I'm still running a lot, so I'd have to get him in the distance. You can't try and punch out in the beginning. He's still looking strong. That's the last thing to go is your power. So I have to try and extend him a little bit.
So you've been training a lot. We follow you on Instagram. You are at Savarese Fight Fit, and like you said, you're sparring with a lot of the guys. You're training a lot of the guys. You've gotten into MMA recently. You're throwing some pretty good kicks, by the way. Do you want to keep it now? Do you want to keep it boxing with Mike Tyson, or do you want to maybe do an MMA fight?
No, I don't want to do that. I would love, I would, listen. I'm old, and he's old, so. And I just, I would just love to get in there again with him. I mean, it'd be great. Obviously, you got to be careful. We're both getting up there in age and stuff too. So, I don't know if you heard about it, but it's probably going to be in Vegas. They're talking about it's going to be the geezers at Caesars. They're talking about doing. No, we're not going to do that. But anyway.
Hey, Lou, and I mean this with all respect. I watched the first fight a couple times today. Okay. I'm just saying, I know if you connect, though, it's a different animal, right? Because, that's the thing. We saw when Tyson gets hit, it's different.
No, listen, he's a quick finisher. He caught me right in the tempo. I've been hurt. I've been hurt, and I get back up. We didn't know. We thought they were stopping the fight because he had hit the referee. It was kind of a crazy ordeal, So, but I would just love to, get in the rematch. And in heavyweights, if you hit the guy and it lands, it can, happen to anybody. But I wish it would have went a lot longer. Or let us keep going anyway.
So outside of telling us, have you reached out to anybody in Tyson's camp or any other promoters?
Yeah, I did. I've done like 4 interviews so far. I did one just recently in the UK, and then now Tyson, the one in the street, the front runner is Shannon Briggs doing a bare knuckle fight, which I think is kind of crazy. They're talking about that, but and Hearn, the promoter Hearn, is actually talking about promoting it.
Lou, you've kept in shape. I know that. You've got your gym. You train people. If I remember correctly, it wasn't that long ago. You came back and did fight, right? So you've done some stuff over the last 5, 10 years, right?
No.
That would have been a really good answer. There he is.
All right, we'll reset with Lou. Lou, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Shoot. Someone's got some nerve. Can you see me?
Yep. So yeah, I was just asking you, Lou. Have you done any sparring, any fighting?
Yeah. I was down at the gym today, downtown at the downtown gym. So I have been sparring with the guys. I like doing. It's kind of we call it the White Boy Fight Club down there, and you got a bunch of guys. It's crazy. I mean, you got one guy 72 in unbelievable shape, and they're still training these guys. It's really cool. So I spar with a lot of the other guys too. And we got a lot of good young heavyweights down there too. They got a new kid that was just in the Olympics last year. They got Regis Prograis, who's a lightweight, but a lot of good pro fighters down there.
All right, so you saw the footage of Tyson, as we mentioned earlier. That's been one of the big social media buzzes so far during the shelter in place. What did you think of the actual footage? What did you think of the way Mike was moving?
He's still so quick that, the most amazing thing about him, there's guys that are strong and there's guys that are quick. He's one of the few guys that's really strong and really quick, and that's the thing. He covers the distance so quickly, and he still looks great doing it. I mean, that power, mass time velocity is power. He's big and he's moving it fast, so he's still going to hit hard. The thing is, how can he do it for a couple of rounds? He has a propensity. It's public knowledge. He smokes a lot of weed and stuff. I don't think that's very good for your endurance. He has a podcast that he smokes weed with people that come on. I watched it a few times. It's actually really funny.
Lou, would you consider a tune-up fight before a Mike fight?
Yeah, I mean, that'd probably be a smart thing to do. I would do it. I don't, obviously don't want to take too many shots at my age, but that would be good. I mean, that would be, at least I think I thought about that because another guy I'd love to fight is Shannon Briggs. We were supposed to fight on probably 4 occasions, never came to fruition. But that's what I was thinking, maybe give some validity to it. Me and him fight, and we could fight the winner could fight Tyson.
In the first fight, as you mentioned, Tyson in his book came out and said that he was on cocaine. He did dodge the pre-fight drug test by using the Whizzinator, a tool that helps you pretty much get away with anything at the time. Have you talked to him about that ever since the revelations came out?
I saw him in Florida one time. It was a life's lesson because I had some animosity. We were at these fights in Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock, and he kind of almost physically bumped into me, and we just kind of looked at each other and we talked for a little bit. It was really telling though, because I don't want to say animosity, but I had some regrets, and he just gave me a hug, and he seemed so, at the time he wasn't in a great spot. He gave me a hug, and I said, "Are you all right, champ?" And he said, "I'm not having the best time." And it was really cool because it was a life's lesson. It's just, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And now I'm happy for him. He seems to be doing really good, and people are, enjoying him and stuff. He seems to be a lot more level-headed, and you cannot not like the guy. I mean, he's a really likable guy, and he's fun to watch too.
I want to get with you in a second about your love for the city of Houston, because I know you've been here for a long time. You've repped Houston for forever. But if you were to fight Mike and you were able to win, would you get a face tattoo?
I'm going to say no. You know what it is? I think it's a little bit creepy when older people get tattoos. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I think you look good.
Creepy. I don't know. My man boobs, maybe. We'll see.
Lou, I don't think you can get any worse than you look, man.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Lou, I'm motivating you. I'm adding some fire to this, okay? I'm trying to make you hyped up about this. Man, so this is it. Lou Savarese officially challenging Mike Tyson. He wants a shot in the rematch. And David, as you mentioned, Lou still lives in the city of Houston. You are a staple in the boxing world here, in the boxing community. You've been training a lot of up and coming fighters. You mentioned Regis, who's a fantastic fighter. He's not an up and comer. He's a star. How's it been, man? How's it been so far with training everybody, and how's the boxing community here in the city of Houston?
It's so cool. I mean, I was down at the gym this morning. I mean, just to see the grassroots efforts down there. And then we have Bob Perez, who's probably, you guys follow a little bit more closer than me, but I think Bob is probably one of the premier, if not top 5 premier trainers in the UFC. And he's bringing a lot of talent to the gym. And then you have Bobby Benton, who's probably one of the best young trainers out there, if not the best. So it's exciting. It's fun to watch and see everybody evolve.
Yeah, those are some names, man, that I've seen at your gym many times. Bobby, we go back with him a long time. Crew Bob as well. So Lou, tell people, because when I was watching the fight earlier, the Mike fight, the infamous Mike Tyson fight, it announced Houston as your home base. So I'm trying to think, when did you get to Houston and when did you adopt it as your home city?
I originally came here in '89. I turned pro in '89. Actually, the first time I came here, I fought in the Olympic Sports Festival. You guys probably weren't born yet, but it was at the at Rice College, and it was it was actually at the time it was the biggest tournament in the nation. One single tournament. So they have it every 2 years, I believe. It was really cool, and we fought down here. And I met Josephine Abercrombie, who was a wealthy debutante who promoted fights, and that's how I got and Bob Spagnuolo was my manager, so I just got transplanted here and been down here ever since.
What's your favorite part about living here?
I think the food is very underrated. I'm Italian, so I'm always talking about the food. I think the food it's not New York, but I think it's, as Zagat said, it's the best kept secret. And the other thing, it's the diversest city in the United States. It's so cool. I used to take the kids when they were young. We drive out Bella Boulevard, and I would tell them, pick a country. It'd be so cool. It's such an eclectic groups of food and stuff. It's fun.
One of the best things about Lou Raheel is I could go a year, 6 months without talking to him, and immediately we start talking. It's like we were talking yesterday, and he starts busting my chops, like telling me I'm in Gucci sandals earlier today. What are you wearing, David? Like, come on, man, what is this?
This guy, he rolls out of bed. He's like, you think it's GQ, man. I envy him.
Lou, rated, who looks better in the shelter in place right now, David or me?
I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta go with Dave.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man. He's the best. He's the best dressed straight man I've seen in years.
Hey, Lou, check out this bald fade I gave myself. I almost got in trouble on TV, but I think it looks good.
I heard they're coming back with the lines. Is that true? In the hair?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No,
yeah, not for TV though. It's not made for TV.
Hey,
I bought a little kitten named Karma. I'm big into Karma. I was thinking about maybe a Karma in my head.
Lou, Raheel's got some questions that he likes to end the show with, so he's got some fast ones for you. So if Raheel, I'll let you take it away.
Oh yeah, let me ask you the same 5 real quickly before we get to that, David. Thank you for reminding me about that. I did want to ask you, being a gym owner during the current state that we're in with the pandemic, with COVID-19, how's that been owning a gym, and where are you at right now with people getting back in and working out?
It's mixed emotions in the sense that the gym downtown, guys have to get back because they have fights coming up. Like there's 3 people down there fighting in the UFC. They have to spar, per se. It's very hard to keep the distance, but they're doing it. It's just, but these guys have to work out because they have fights coming up. Even if there's no crowd, they still have to get ready. The one open West Shore, it's a little bit more bougie, and the people, it's slowly coming back, but because the older people, they still want to. I think they want to see what happens. But the younger people are coming out. A lot of people, on the flip side, are chomping at the bits to get back to the gym. My brother heads up maintenance nationally for Planet Fitness, and he said it's amazing how many people are coming in. So it's a good thing in a sense.
All right, let's do the same 5. These are the same 5 questions we ask every guest on with us. All right, Lou, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, number 1. What is one song you wish everybody would listen to at least once in their life?
Neil Young, Harvest.
Okay. Number 2. That's why you need to listen to it, David. You need to listen to it at least once.
I mean, I probably have. I don't know it by name. How about that?
Okay, number 2. What is one thing you always have to have in your fridge?
Yum Yum sauce.
What is Yum Yum sauce?
It's like it's almost like Cane's dressing. You got to get it. It's unbelievable. It's like Russian dressing meets. It's just, I can't even explain it. It's just Yum Yum.
Lou, look. If you're gonna be fighting Tyson, you can't have a body built by Yum Yum sauce, okay?
Did I say Yum Yum sauce? Killer beef sauce.
Okay, number 3. What is one place you want to visit that you haven't yet?
Ooh, heaven.
Okay, but then we wouldn't be able to hang out, Luke, if you.
I can wait for you.
Okay, number four. Number four, who is one person alive you want to meet and have coffee with?
Brooke Shields.
Nice. I like it, Lou. There's always an end game with you. Okay, number five. What one app on your phone do you want to delete, but you just can't?
Okay, you're gonna laugh at me, but my goal this year is to get an app. I am a dinosaur. I'm serious. I'm looking at my VCR right now and it's blinking. I gotta get duct tape to stop it.
VCR.
I am bad, dude. My goal is to get an app.
Okay, so you want to get an app, but is there one
Yeah.
on your phone right now that you just, maybe it's a guilty pleasure that you like using, or you just want to delete, but you just can't bring yourself to delete it?
I'm gonna say absolutely. Get it? That's a little joke there. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't really have any apps. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Zoom.
Zoom. Everyone's tired of Zooming. Although as we're doing this like in a via Zoom format.
We're fake Zooming.
Real quick, I was doing it. I went to Italy with 12 of the most eclectic guys you ever met. There was like one guy who was in Rikers Island, another guy was president of and really just an eclectic group. So when we all got together on a Zoom meeting, and we're watching one guy, Big Joe, who was in Rikers Island. He makes me look like a baby. And he's talking. All of a sudden, some girl walks by naked with a top, a young girl. He's like, "What are you doing? Hey, are you kidding me? Everybody's seen your boobs. What are you doing?" He's like, "I didn't." She didn't know. It was really funny. It was the highlight of my Zoom.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're with you in Vegas, covering it,
Absolutely.
media, and being a friend there in your corner as well. I'm just trying to be as close as I can.
Right, I want you to be my stylist.
You got it, man. All right, with my Gucci slippers. All right.
Gucci slides, not slippers.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Slides.
I'm not cool like that anymore, man.
He got some on Harvard. What did you call yours? Gucci's?
Lou, we appreciate it, brother.
Guys, man. Stay safe. Miss you.
All right, man.
Thank you, man.
Best
Love.
of luck, brother.